Hi everyone. I meant that in a totally not hi Dr. Nick kind of way, but there we go. It's been a while, I guess. I don't think I've done a real proper video for a little while. Not since I was complaining about how much my life sucked, I think. So, good news is that I'm much happier now. I have a new manager. She's amazing. She makes going to work a lot easier. I don't have anxiety about her yelling at me or her telling me that I've done something horrendously wrong. I have anxiety about doing things wrong, but I don't have anxiety about going in and talking to her because I feel like she's approachable. I feel like she's on my side and that we're a team. So that's amazing. Christmas is coming. I'm going to do a general apology now. I'm not available over Christmas. I am not going to answer my phone much. I'm not going to text back much. I'm going to try and post on Facebook and stuff, and I'll try and respond to people if they do text me, and I'll try and get back to you if you phone me, but it's Christmas, it's busy, and I'm going to be knackered for the entire time. Next week I'm working 7 days in a row because of a scheduling issue that means that I've got 2 days off at the beginning of the period, and then a day off, and then 3 days off at the end of the period, so I'm getting all my assigned days off, but they're at either ends of a 2-week period, so there's a large chunk in the middle where I'm working in a row. One of my colleagues did 7 in a row. I was supposed to be doing 10 and negotiated for my day off to be moved so that I didn't have to do 10 days in a row and burn out. So it's something that I've done many times with rotas. It's something that just happens to happen occasionally. It's mainly because of Black Friday. Normally I would have, if I had a Sunday off, I normally have the Friday off or the Thursday. We've got Black Friday deals on Thursday and Friday, so I have to be in because I am the manager, and that is what managers have to do. So there we are. But I'm happy about that. I mean, I feel like I can do 7 days in a row now without too much hassle. I won't be staying late. I won't be doing something particularly difficult. I will just be doing my job. Granted, I've been ill for 2 weeks now. The 3rd was the first day that I sort of moaned about having a cold. But I feel like I'm finally coming out of it. I feel better. I'm still a bit bunged up, but my sinuses aren't still screwed up. My face doesn't hurt anymore. I can breathe. I think it might have moved down into the lower part of my chest a little bit, so my chest is feeling a little bit heavy, but in general I feel better. In terms of my mental health, there was a definite period of this cold that affected my brain chemistry and made me feel like everything was my fault. I was having serious difficulty working out what was actually aimed at me and what was just around me. There were things where I would say something and go, shit, is that going to be taken the wrong way, even though it wasn't actually even a sentence that could be taken the wrong way. There was a handover that I was left that I was like, is this really cold, or am I just imagining things? Because it was piece of paper rather than, somebody saying it to me. It had no human emotion, so I couldn't tell what was going on. It's very difficult to describe when you don't live inside somebody's head, but it was all very, everything that's happening is happening personally to me rather than just being a coincidence that I happen to be there. So I feel much less like that now. I think the big breakthrough was yesterday when I was panicking about some paperwork that I might not have done in the past 6 months that might have meant that we'd have to deal with something that's going forwards going to be a problem. And I got in and she was like, no, it's fine, I've talked to head office, I've talked to HR, and everything is working out the way it should be. So relief on that front. But it was difficult before that to tell, whether or not I fucked up or whether I was just imagining it. So it's nice to be able to actually say, yeah, you know what, my head is in the right space now. I can actually tell what's my fault and what's not. But yeah, so happy about that. The main reason that I am on here and I've talked 4 minutes and 40 seconds without starting this is I have another one of these. So with the risk of the fact that there might be a open packaging on the bottom of this, I will just say that I've just ripped that bit a little bit, but it is sealed, and you can't get that plastic off in any way without having to take the actually break it, and it's sealed, so I don't know what's in here. I say this because when I showed you the Flash one, it looked like it had already been opened and I would already know what was in it. This one has no plastic on the lid, so that one's, and no no glue on the bottom either. It does have glue, you can see the lines of glue there and there, but they don't work. Fabulous. 10 out of 10 for that. And this opens really easily. So the chances are the plastic thing is going to not be sealed shut either. So let me just put that there for a minute and just quickly recap. People we have are behind me to the right there, just there. Incidentally, behind me, my beautiful new display shelves, including my Chewie, my lava lamp. Mara's gun is there, we've got Star Wars things, we've got all of my Marvel characters up here, all the way along there to my Marvel pops that you've all seen me open. You've got my beautiful Zatanna figure, thank you Leo, my other Zatanna figure that I bought myself. My dummy is over there, she's in front of my Star Wars figurines, and then there is another shelf just at the bottom there, which is random stuff. Most of my Doctor Who figurines have fallen off because I've brushed past them. But you've got my Fat there, you've got some Game of Thrones ones, and that end is a whole bunch of stuff that I got. Some Game of Thrones stuff and some Back to the Future stuff as well. So this is my beautiful wall of geekery, which is much better than the wardrobe that you were seeing. So anyway, the ones that are up there at the moment are Wundy, who's there, the Flash, and Green Lantern, which is really cool. I can point at them when they're there. So who we have left is all on here. Let's let that focus. I'm kind of hoping for Batman or one of the rarer ones maybe. I'm not particularly fussed about suits. Power Girl would be quite cool. But yeah, other than that, Deadshot maybe. Somebody from the Arrow universe. I don't mind. But yeah, no, not fussed about Superman. If it's Superman, I'll be disappointed, I think. But everybody else will be happy about.